Hello everyone and welcome back to another Wizard101 video. Today I am taking another idea from my Discord server, so if you want to leave an idea, as I've said, it's always much more effective if you join my Discord server. So let's get into the video. As you can see here, the video idea recommended today is a video idea cross-platform. Now I took this as I basically just talk about cross-platform, whether they would do it, why they would do it, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to get into it, and I'm going to talk about cross-platform and what KingsIsle would do with it. Alright, so what is cross-platform if you don't know? Well, cross-platform is when a game is played across multiple different platforms. So, for example, there are games like Rocket League, where Rocket League is played on the computer, the Xbox, the PlayStation, and it might be played on the Nintendo Switch, I'm not sure. And the servers are crossed with each other, which means you can play with people on the PC as you're on the PlayStation at the same time. This makes for the game to have a much wider audience and has quite a bit more players than if it's just limited to one platform. Now that you know that, why would KingsIsle make Wizard101 cross-platform? Well, there's so many reasons why I could see KingsIsle making this game cross-platform, but let's start with what would spark this, and that is Gamigo. I think Gamigo would definitely see the benefits to KingsIsle making the game cross-platform. We know that recently in the KI Live, they said that they're going to hire a bunch of new devs. I could see this definitely working in a we need to make this game cross-platform kind of way. I imagine that Gamigo would want to see this game prosper, and definitely a way to do that is cross-platform, because you're going to get so many more audience members from that. Why specifically beyond that? One, wider player base. As I said, with cross-platform, you get a massive wider player base. We all know that Wizard101's player base isn't nearly what it used to be, like, say, even 5-10 years ago. I think that a wider player base would massively benefit this game right now. A bunch of new people questing through the game, discovering, you know, the love for Wizard101 that we've had for so long. They're going to put a little bit of life back into the game, which would be really, really good. The second aspect of making this cross-platform that I could see is easier advertising. I don't know if you guys have ever been on a platform that isn't the computer, but on things like Xbox and Nintendo Switch, it's very easy to find new games and to surf for new games, and it would be much easier for KI to advertise their game and have it appear quite a bit more often on a platform such as that rather than on the PC. On the PC, we honestly don't even really get Wizard101 ads. I imagine that Steam might be a place to do it, but a lot of people still probably wouldn't. KingsIsle, in my opinion, hasn't successfully advertised this game since probably 2013 or less, when they were doing the ads on the television. I wish that they would go back to those, but I could see them using this in place of that, trying to use the consoles as easier advertising. Now that you know why they do it, let's get into what a cross-platform would look like, because I'm sure you're all interested. Well, first let's talk about membership. Membership would probably be similar to the Steam version, where you need to pay through KingsIsle directly, and it wouldn't be something like you can use your console membership to do it. The reason why I say this is the console memberships all cost different things. Nintendo Switch Online costs $5, Xbox Live Gold costs $10, and I believe PlayStation Plus costs $15. KingsIsle obviously wouldn't find that fair if each platform had to pay a different thing. So what they would do is make it similar to the Steam, where you have to go through KingsIsle directly and pay the $10 a month for membership rather than paying an Xbox Live Gold membership. In regard to actual gameplay, I could see it being really easy. Obviously, you have something like on a controller, right joystick moves your screen, left joystick moves you around. Obviously, on the Nintendo Switch, they would have to get a little bit more creative, or potentially you'd have to use both Joy-Cons, but for Xbox and PlayStation, I imagine it'd be pretty easy. Something like the B button, or what is it, circle on PlayStation, would open up the backpack, stuff like that, and you can navigate through these menus using the, what is it, R1, L1, those ones, RBLB. Basically, you get the gist, is that you can navigate through the menus pretty easily, and then you walk into battle, and then you can select your card left and right. Maybe one of the triggers is pass and the other one is to select a spell. I think this could very easily work out and would be easily adjustable too. I don't think a controller would be super difficult to play Wizard101 with, and I think honestly, like, it would probably be even be comfortable in some ways. Obviously not if you've played it for a long time, but I could definitely see people getting very comfortable with the controller in this game. So I think that would be pretty good. As I've said, I think the servers would be together, not actually separate, and I don't imagine there would be really a way to even tell whether a player is a Xbox, PlayStation, or PC player. But the only way you'd potentially be able to see that is if there was some weird movement at first, like, you know, you see them like walk like this and then turn like this and then walk like this, you know, like, rather than just walking around. It's the only way I can imagine you would see a console player rather than a PC player. Now that I've gone over all of that, do I personally think that they will do it? Honestly, yes. I do think King's Isle will make this game cross-platform at some point. Now, I know some people don't have high hopes. Some people think that this game is going to die a year from now, but I really don't think that's true. As I said, Gamigo has purchased King's Isle, and that leads them to have a bit more money to work with. And we already know from the last KI Live that they plan on hiring a massive amount of new devs to work for them. I could definitely see this working in a way where they'll start to go after a cross-platform kind of type beat. I think that it would definitely be a very good idea marketing-wise, and I think that it would breathe quite a bit more life in this game, and I don't think that Gamigo and King's Isle are stupid enough to not see that. I think that they could definitely look at the game and see that it would be a really, really good idea for them as a whole, and I could see them actually doing this. So that's really it for today. Let me know what you think. Do you think a cross-platform would be a good idea? Do you like cross-platform as an idea? Do you think that you would even use it? I personally really do like it. I think it would breathe some new life into this game, and we'd get quite a bit more players than we already have, which would just be really nice. But that's it for today. Thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next video. Adios.